Hello and welcome to the NewsMan, the news for the intelligent Indian.
Reserve Bank of India launches a pilot program to evaluate the feasibility of a public tech platform for enabling frictionless credit. Delivery of any loan is preceded by a process of scrutiny known as credit appraisal. This evaluates the prospective borrower's ability to repay the loan. Since this data is stored with different entities like central and state government, banks and credit information companies, it creates hindrances in the frictionless and timely delivery of rule-based lending. This proposed new platform would bring all of it together in a single place. It will have an open architecture, open APIs and standards to which all financial sector players would be able to connect seamlessly in a plug and play model. It is expected to link with services like Aadhaar eKYC, Aadhaar e-signing, land records from onboarded state governments, satellite data, account aggregators and house property search data. Experts, including the World Bank, point out that improved access to information provides the basis for fact-based and quick credit assessment, which will lead to reduction of cost, quicker disbursement and scalability of loans. Northeast India, abundant in resources like oil, natural gas and minerals, seeks development. However, to generate revenue and create employment opportunities, government will have to foster tourism and undertake infrastructure projects which can have an environmental cost for the ecologically fragile Northeast. PILs and judicial activism under Article 32 and 226 have led to environmental litigation. Recently, in the Umiyan Lake case, the Meghalaya High Court observed that in the name of promoting tourism, the natural beauty of the state should not be destroyed. A solution lies in better regulation by the autonomous district councils around water bodies, barring non-environmentally compliant entities from seeking benefits under the Northeast Industrial Development Scheme and prioritizing the environment alongside commerce in the Act Fast for Northeast policy. A well-crafted universal social security net for India's entire labor force is the need of the hour. Let's look at some statistics. 91% or 475 million of India's workforce works in the informal sector. It lacks access to social security. 53% of all the salaried workforce does not have any social security benefits in India. And Mercer CFS ranked India's social security system 48th out of 43 countries in 2021. In effect, this means that such employees have no access to a provident fund, pension, healthcare and disability insurance. India has taken many laudable steps to expand her social security net. This includes the eShram portal, which has enrolled 300 million workers and expanded accident insurance. The 2020 Code on Social Security establishes a statutory framework for urban and rural poor, gig workers, informal sector employees offering insurance and healthcare benefit. Yet, it mainly focuses on formal enterprises, excluding informal ones. To achieve equitable growth, government should, number one, increase awareness of social security benefits and rights, particularly for women. Number two, simplify social security for unorganized workers. Number three, focus on domestic and migrant workers and address discrimination. Number four, implement a nationwide labor force card. And number five, expand EPFO contributions for formal workers. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has rolled out an indigenous star rating system for crash testing cars, under which vehicles will be assigned between 1 to 5 stars, indicating their safety in a collision. Called the Bharat New Car Assessment Program or the NCAP, the rating system will be voluntary and will come into effect from October 1st, 2023. Now, why is there a need for this? With only 1% of the world's vehicles, India sees nearly 1.5 lakh road fatalities in a year, accounting for 10% of the deaths globally. Road crashes are estimated to cost the Indian economy between 5% to 7% of the GDP per year. Hence, this program can help consumers make an informed decision and spur demand for safer cars. While this is a welcome step, India will need to align Bharat NCAP with global standards by expanding testing parameters and develop its crash testing capabilities and knowledge expertise. The northern sea route in the Arctic Ocean is witnessing the rising trend of Indian cargo traffic, with India grabbing 35% of its 8 million ton of cargo. India's engagement with the Arctic can be traced to the signing of the Svalbard Treaty in 1920. Till 2022, 13 expeditions to the Arctic have been conducted by India, and she is an observer state in the Arctic Council. Now, why is the Arctic region important to India? Number one, climate change. The vulnerability of the Arctic region due to climate change may have an impact on India in terms of economic security, water security, and sustainability. Number two, hydrocarbons. The region also has the largest unexplored prospective area for hydrocarbons remaining on the earth and may hold over 40% of the global reserves of oil and gas, with significant reserves of coal, zinc, and silver. Number three, savings. The NSR, spanning 5,000 kilometers, slashes distances by up to 50% between Europe and Asia Pacific compared to the Suez or the Panama routes. Finally, what lies ahead? India's proximity to the NSR gains prominence as it increases imports of coal and crude oil from Russia. Also, the Chennai-Vladivostok maritime corridor, which runs through the NSR, is under consideration to expedite cargo transit.